Gentlemen, I missed you too. It's been a long weekend. Guess who else I've missed? They've been all over the place. I can barely keep up with these two. It's Colin and Justin back in Canada.
Morning, guys.
Yay!
We missed you.
I missed you too.
Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Listen, I've been following along on your Instagram, on your adventures, and seeing all the fun that you've had in Australia. Did you love it there?
We had the best time because they don't have any winter, you know, the land of eternal summer. And actually a great source of inspiration as well, you know, but where summertime is, there's a kind of stylish, relaxed, and a brilliant kind of use of colour as well. And we decided to bring a little slice of that Aussie style to you today.
Very nice. Now, you were saying before the show, if you take a look at our gorgeous audience, look at you people. They are wearing all these beautiful colors. They're oranges and beautiful, big, bold prints and greens and yellows, and it's what we just don't see in the winter months. So in Australia, you probably get a taste of that just all year round,
Exactly,
which is amazing.
the sun is always shining over there. And fashion's a funny thing, Tracy, and colour and the way that it relates to fashion is a real science as far as some people are concerned. But in our world, we just use colour whenever we feel it's appropriate and in whichever shade we feel is right. Now, this is all Tangerine Tango. If you were a real fashionista, you would know that Tangerine Tango had been the Pantone shade of choice a few years ago. We use it all the time just because it's fallen from its perch and its mantle in 1 year. There's no reason that you shouldn't use it again. So we decided to put together a really lively scheme for you. We banded our accent wall at the back in 2 different shades, obviously the white tone and the orange. And when you're doing a banding effect like this, it's worth playing around with different finishes of paint. So maybe use matte for one colour and satin for the other. And if you're using masking tape, run a penny along the masking tape to get all the air bubbles out before you actually start to paint.
A penny? Oh, you mean
a penny?
A cent.
Or a cent for you Canadians. You still call it a penny here.
Or a loony or a toonie.
Oh, I'm a loony, all right, Tracy. I'm a loony.
So a lot of people might shy away from getting a good piece of furniture like this in a color, but why not?
You know,
this is going to be multifunctional. It's a great piece of furniture that you can wipe off. I mean, I like that because I got kids. There's going to be juice on this.
Oh, you know, this
so
is...
it's nice that you can wipe it off.
This is from Urban Barn, and it is 100% vomit-proof. Yeah! You know, even Justin...
No,
it's going to be absolutely
fine. You can pee, whatever.
What do you think we do in our house?
And it's good for kids, too.
What do you think we got? Do you know, it's really worth thinking about if you're buying leather. We've actually done a bit of research to find out the types of leather that you can buy. And you can buy a thing called granulated leather. Now, this is a bit of a kind of a weird thing. They take a piece of real leather, granulate it, and then they add it to cotton and various polymers so that they can use the word leather, but it's not really leather, okay? So you want to steer clear of that. Another one is what's called bonded leather. Now, bonded leather is where they take the hide and they actually cut it until it's paper thin, and they put it on the back of plastic or vinyl, hence the word leather, plastic leather. If you were us, you would steer clear of that, because on a hot summer's day when you sit down and then you stand up, it goes like that. You don't want that. You want a real hide sofa like this, because real hide can breathe, guys. So it's going to be really warm in the winter, but really cool for you guys in the summer. So that's 100% genuine leather, full force all the way.
Looks good. Now, you broke it up a bit by using, you know, pieces with print. You've got this lovely rug on the ground because the black is going to anchor everything. But the print also really breaks it up. I love that chair.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the thing with design. You know, it's all about balancing plain and patterns. Like your outfit, you know, you've got a white shirt over a patterned little fabulous number there. You know, so there's contrast and balance. There's contrast and balance in this look as well. You know, a plain sofa, you can get some patterned cushions onto that, put in a little patterned chair. Now, I mean, this would just brighten up any room, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Imagine it. And the thing about this is, you know, in the summer, don't we all feel a little bit happier?
Yeah.
This is joy that you can sit on. You know, I look at this and I'm bursting with joy. And that's the thing, your home should give you so much more than just somewhere to close the door. You want to feel totally relaxed, totally happy, totally hyper, and at your most powerful. And this chair is the answer.
And you don't want to be kind of too concerned about mixing patterns, because this is a really beautiful geometric, the kind of thing that you might find in Miami. Whereas a little ottoman down here, that's much more Moorish, slightly Moroccan. Again, on the rug, there's a third different layer of pattern. Don't be scared. There's gingham on the sofa. We always say mix, don't worry. Do you know, if it's not right, then you can take it out. Play around with the furniture that you've got in your home. We call this home shopping. You might go to one room where you've got some surplus things, plunder something from the living room, add it to the bedroom, seasonally adjust as the summer kind of starts to really gather momentum, and really live your life. You know, for too long, people have been too freaked out about what will make their home right.
I know.
And we just say it's all down down to good shopping. Good design results in good shopping. So think twice and buy blinking well once.
And don't be afraid of personality. I think that's the lesson we're getting in decor. So speaking of personality, I want to know, what do you think of the people in Sydney on a whole? Like, is there a big difference between people in Sydney, say people in Toronto or Vancouver or Moncton? Like, what was sort of the personality of the city?
Do you know what? It's a modern city, you know, so it was actually quite like, I thought Melbourne was quite like Toronto in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But they've held on to loads of their heritage buildings. It's still a skyscraper city, so it looks modern, you know, and obviously the Sydney Harbour Bridge and what have you, which we actually climbed to the top.
The very top.
Through the whole frame.
That is a good workout.
Yeah, 600 calories it takes.
600 calories.
3 glasses of wine, so I did it twice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cut through all the alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
Really good.
You know what? There's a great vibrancy here. You know, there's a wonderful vibrancy in Canada, and there's a great vibrancy in Australia as well.
We're going to look at some of your vacation pics later on another show.